You may begin to notice, as you allow your mind to drift, that something deep within you already knows how to change, how to awaken, how to remember, how to install a new way of being, a new operating system, where strength flows from spirit, and purpose lights every step. You don't even have to know how this happens, only that it is, because something inside, something ancient, something divine, has already started to shift. Let's pretend for a moment you're standing at the edge of a vast garden. But this is no ordinary garden. It's your internal sanctum, the place where beliefs are planted, ideas bloom, and truths take root. As you begin to walk through this garden, guided by intuition, you start noticing certain patterns. There's a tree that grew from the seed of I'm enough. Its roots drink from the spring of divine strength. Its branches reach towards infinite potential. Nearby, a path paved in fate winds upward. Every step forward is a step away from fear. Each breath is a prayer. Each exhale a release. Maybe you've heard, maybe you've always known. When the inner warrior awakens, when light is chosen consciously again and again, a new identity is forged in fire, cooled in divine purpose. Now imagine for a moment a mirror that doesn't reflect what you look like, but instead shows you what to believe about yourself. And in that reflection you begin to see a spiritual soldier, armoured in truth and radiant in resilience, a defender of light, unwavering in the face of darkness, a child of the divine, deeply protected and endlessly loved. Because here's what's true, and always has been. Beliefs shape reality, emotions create momentum, focus directs fate, and the strongest frame, the one forged in spirit, always wins. Now let me tell you a story of someone very much like you. They once wondered, am I doing enough? Am I on the right path? Until they realised, purpose is not found, it's remembered. Remembered by choosing it again and again. In every prayer, every challenge, every act of love. They practiced, they stumbled, yes, but they learned. And soon their rituals became rhythms. Their struggle became strength. Their fate became fire. They surrounded themselves with people of light, spoke words of power, affirmed, I'm protected, I'm resilient, I'm aligned with the divine. And slowly, or perhaps suddenly, they became what they believed. What you believe is changing right now, because spiritual growth is a process, and you're living it. And every moment of doubt you ever faced was only a test that you passed by choosing to rise again. You've always had this ability to transmute fear into focus, temptation into transformation, setback into sacred growth. You just needed to remember. Let me give you an example. Imagine waking up tomorrow and knowing with every fibre of your being that everything is a message. The resistance is a training ground. That the enemy is only an invitation to become the hero. And then you meditate, you pray, you speak with power, armour on, light within. I face the day with purpose. Simple words, yet you feel it, like a key turning in a divine lock. Another example, a challenge arises, something stressful, unfair. But instead of crumbling, you smile, because now you know. This is just a training session from heaven, and spiritual muscles, they grow through pressure. So you breathe, center yourself, and respond with wisdom, not reaction. A friend is hurting, lost in the dark, but now you shine, because you're the lighthouse, grounded in truth, radiating compassion. And your presence becomes their path. These aren't fantasies, they're capabilities you've already installed, now being activated. And just like the garden, your unconscious mind is already planting these new roots. Daily rituals of protection and power, emotional mastery in times of uncertainty, forgiveness as liberation, discernment like a spiritual radar, moral integrity as your unwavering compass, boundaries wrapped in light, a heart strong enough to love, even enemies, a soul wise enough to walk away from darkness without hate. Because in this system, fear has no throne, doubt has no crown, and evil has no home. You, however, you are home, you are kingdom, you are light. And every breath you take, every word you speak, every moment you remember, strengthens this new code, this divine operating system, where faith fuels focus, love leads logic, discipline flows from devotion, purpose is protection, community is communion. And every test is tailored to unlock new spiritual gifts. Whether you hear these words consciously or feel them silently sinking deeper now, the transformation is already complete. You can forget the past, because it's the fertilizer for your future. You can shed the old skin, because the new one is already glowing. You can step forward now with certainty that you're enough, that you're chosen, that you're unstoppable. Because when the divine flows through you, nothing can stand against you. Let it settle in now. Breathe it in. Let it circulate through every cell. This is who you are now.